In my first season ever playing Fortnite, I only reached bronze. But in my second season, I made a huge improvement getting up to diamond. But then I was stuck in diamond for the next 3 seasons. So how did I go from being stuck in diamond to hitting elite 3 times in the next season? Well, today I'm going to be showing you a strategy to get you out of diamond and into elite. Now, before we hop into a ranked game, I'm going to give you a few tips before you start your first game. Number 1, always play with a duo. This is very important because I've found that solos and trios are very sweaty and a lot harder to rank up in. In squads, you just don't get that much percentage, even though it's not that sweaty. Tip number 2, make sure to always warm up before you hop into your first game of ranked. Don't just hop on and go right into a game of ranked. That's a surefire way to lose some rank. Number 3 is be patient. You need to play on a regular basis if you want to hit elite. So make sure you're playing ranked almost every day. Alright, with those tips out of the way, let's get into a game and I'll show you the strategy. Alright, so we're going to be dropping at this bamboo circle because it has 1 samurai chest, 6 normal chests, and a typhoon blade. This drop spot is usually uncontested, but there are 2 players dropping with us that we have to eliminate. Before we continue with the video, it looks like I think that was the wrong slide. There we go. According to YouTube, 99.9% of you are not subscribed. So if you aren't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's get back to the video. Once we've gotten all the loot out of the chests, we need to farm some mats. We need to get max brick and max wood. Once we have all of our mats, we're going to check if there's any sprite shrines that spawned in nearby. It looks like there's one here, so let's go get the loot. While we're trying to get the loot from the sprite shrine, we get pushed by these players. Now, even though I've gotten some good tags, I don't want to fight this because they have way better cover in the bush, and if we try to push them, we're going to get absolutely beamed with hit scan. So my duo and I are going to take this G-Wagon and disengage. So now our goal is to rotate to this mountain so that we can build this base. We're going to use wood for the floor and the cones, but then we'll use hard mats for the walls to discourage people from spraying us. Once we have the main base built, we're going to set up these walls with this edit. Because this edit allows us to use the typhoon blade like this, and then we can close the distance really fast on anybody that we get low. And here's how to re-enter the base if you leave. Edit the floor, jump up, reset the floor, reset the cone, get to the other side of the cone and edit the cone back. It's important to keep your eyes open when you're in this base, because you don't want anybody getting too close to you. Once you see somebody, make sure to get some good tags on them so they don't push you. If you get them low enough, you can use the typhoon blade strategy to close the distance and get the elim. The island spawned right by us, so we decided to go capture it. But then we were pushed by these players, so we decided to leave. With hit scan, the island is very dangerous because of all the gliding you have to do. It's very easy to get beamed. And that's exactly what happened to my teammate. So now I have to play this alone. The players that killed my teammate on the island are pressuring me. And I've noticed that I am outside of the storm circle. So I strategically decide not to rebuild so that they don't keep pressuring me if they don't think I'm still there. And once I notice that they've stopped looking in my direction, I can go grab my teammate's reboot card. I also knew my teammate had a healing sprite, which I can use to tank a little bit of extra storm damage to give me a little bit of extra time to get out of storm. Once I'm out of storm, I decide to take the dead side of zone. And I make sure to box up so nobody tags me. Then I use the sprite shrine to show me where the healing sprites are nearby because I need heals. Then I make sure to box up on the sprite and use 2 of its uses to heal me back up to full. Now my sprite only has 1 charge left, so I bring it back to the shrine to get extra charges. Now I'm being pushed by a dirt bike, and as a solo, I don't want to fight anybody if I do not have to. So I disengage with the typhoon blade. And then I did a fall damage. That was embarrassing. But even with these mistakes, we are ranking up a lot. This is a great strategy for Chapter 6 that you should definitely try with your duo.